Hello Commanders, welcome to the command table. My name is Matt and we've got some fun stuff for you today. We're going to be doing 3 different star ratings for Jormag, and we've got some just for fun builds in here just to see how they work, and we're going to put some things to the test like the new ranged elixir. So we'll take a peek at that. However, if you'd please be so kind as to like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below, or if you've got a really cool build, you can drop that down there too. Okay, so let me show you what we've got. We'll start with these two just to get them out of the way real fast. This is the SR8 bomb train that I've got going. I've got 2 full tutorials on the different aspects of this for why everything needs to be positioned exactly the way that it is. This is just running through the Powerstones real quick. You can see what we have going on there, but very particular positioning for the wolves, for the Warhounds, for everything. We gotta have slow on those Plaguebearers. There's all kinds of stuff that has to be accounted for. So I'll put links in the description to those 2 videos down below, so you can take a peek at that if you want to use this. It is a no elixir build, so very inexpensive. There is the chance that it may not work from time to time just because of some random stuff. So mostly reliable, works 90% of the time, and gets you some inexpensive hearts. So that was doing it at SR8. I tried it at SR12, and again, same deal, just going through the Powerstones. You can put protection on those if you want, because you are at SR12, you're working with the modifiers now, but you should just have burning attacks. And I don't think the other modifiers involved yet. Oh no, there it is. So yeah, 71% I think is the reduction for that. So if you want to put protection on your dire wolves, that might be a good choice. But so far, it's worked almost without a hitch. There's a few times the last bomb gets caught, but it still gets the heart. So that worked very well, but now we're going to go into some of the big boys here. This is my second profile, so not quite as powerful as my main profile, but we can still get the job done. This is a 1 elixir build using the Regen. Got Toe, Ring, and Spear of Cataclysm. The tree died because it got clipped by an arcane archer, and it didn't have enough time for the regen to get some ticks off to keep it alive. So that's something that I had to fix in the next round. But I'm pretty sure this one, we'll just kind of skip ahead a little bit since it takes forever. Still get them down, so nothing to be terribly concerned about. But I did decide to make some changes with that tree placement. Also tried a couple different things. I decided to throw in some Bombots just because other people are using walls, and I don't know why you want to have 2 or 4 full groups of shield bearers just pounding on a wall when you can just blow them up. It just, to me, it seems like that would save a ton of time and get you to the boss just that much faster. So we put some Bombots in, and we've got 2 Phoenix units. So the nice thing here is that one of them stays up for the full time. But using 2 Phoenix units, there's the chance that you'll be able to alternate them. One might be up the entire time and have that fire applying to everything. But not my favorite setup, but it did work all right. Again, almost all of these, as long as you've got a Phoenix back there and 1 or 2 groups of ECs with the regen that are 70 and above, you're probably going to be just fine. So we'll go ahead and skip through to the end on that. Okay, so I tried throwing in the tree again, and this time I tried to arrange everything to where the arcane archers are going to shoot at these Bombots first and not clip that tree. So the tree is able to survive long enough to get some procs from that regen elixir, and then the tree really starts to crank. But we do get some burns on there. It's not terrible. It's actually, I don't know if I have Berzerk on the tree or not, but the tree is able to stay alive for most of the time. It does start to get worked down here a little bit towards the end, but most of the stuff dies before it goes down, so that's helpful. Again, you can almost throw anything in there. That Regen Elixir is just so stout now. A huge bump, like a 2.5 times as strong as it used to be. Used to be 2%, now it's up to 5% of HP. So the downside is that your ECs are above 50% health after a certain point. For the first phase of the battle, though, they are below 50% of the health, and that really helps them to clear through if you've got the Berzerk Powerstone. So up to you if you think it's worth taking a little bit longer to clear just to have more damage in the end using the attack Powerstone, you can do that. But I think you're probably going to be fine either way. I had Berzerk on there, so I'm just going to leave Berzerk on there. The faster clear to get to the boss is totally fine with me. We'll take it. So we got the tree in there again, and then this, I added a couple more bombs, but you'll notice that my level 90 Bombot, oh yeah, this is running through the Powerstones. We'll kind of skip ahead. There's not really a whole lot going on there. My level 90 Bombot isn't enough to knock out the first phase of that Earth Elemental, so it kind of spoils my plan. Almost gets him, but just not quite there. I was hoping to take out almost all of the second phase. But as you'll see, we'll kind of skip ahead. Totally able to clear everything. You kind of just need 2 groups of ECs and a Phoenix. Or maybe 2 Phoenix units and 1 group of ECs. You could probably be fine that way as well. But it gets the job done. All you need is that 1 elixir and some decent level artifacts and mythic units. So I move on to my main profile. This is my big fella here. Using 2 Phoenix and 2 ECs, using the bombs. I just ran through, but you'll notice that I missed something. All of my stuff dies. And that's because I forgot to put on the Regen Elixir. So totally failed on that one. Always check to make sure you've got the right artifacts, the right elixirs, the right power stones. So this time with Regen, again, nothing terribly new here. Just using the Bombots. The level 100 Bombot's able to knock out the first phase of that Earth Elemental without any problem. I did adjust the placement of the Risen Warriors. So they were up a little bit, so I moved them down, and that way they got all 4 of those Arcane Archers. So that's something to watch for as well. But yeah, very smooth, very easy. Again, much higher unit levels on this. We'll go ahead and skip ahead so we don't have to grind through all that. But we got the Eternal Champion Mythic Shard purchase available in the shop. So we'll just kind of pause here. You'll notice that my ECs are now level 80 and level 93. So massive, massive bump. And that's something that I wanted to mention to you. If you buy the new Mythic Shard bundles, I guess is what they are, from the shop, there's going to be the first one, which is 25 unit shards for like $12.50, I think. So that is 50 gems per shard for your mythic units. The next purchase is 64 shards for 2,500. So it's 39 shards, or sorry, excuse me, 39 gems per shard as opposed to 50. So that's 11 less gems per mythic shard. So that's the best deal I've seen so far for the mythic shards. I have never bought a Unit Express. I advise against that personally, but you do what you want to do. But yeah, the mythic shards, I had over 5,000 gems, so I'm like, hey, I'm going for it. My ECs have been stuck for a long time, so we're gonna boost them a bit. So huge buff, but I would recommend not buying the first one unless you're going to buy the second one, because you just get a way better deal. So you want to have 3,750 gems before you make the first purchase, because if you make the first purchase and you don't have enough gems, which was actually the case on my second profile, because I did buy ECs on that one too, that's where I learned, oh, the next one you get a way better deal, but I was 200 gems short. So that's just something to be advised about. Okay, sorry, we're going to get moving again here. We've had a freeze frame for a while. I just wanted to cover that. But my EC's much higher level here, and it just breezes right through. There's no difficulty anymore. Not that there was difficulty to begin with, but if you have your ECs level 70 and above, you're probably going to be just fine with that one elixir. We're going to cover a build by KLG here in a minute, and I'll put a link to that in the description, but we're going to do something fun real fast. Okay, so this was the elixir test that I did for fun. Now, totally not expecting anything out of this. I've got 2 Stormcallers. I probably would drop 1 Stormcaller and get more towers, or another tower and some roots, as you'll see here in a minute. But I've got Berzerk on all the towers. I've got some defense on the Phoenix. Now, it's going to run through my mythic artifacts, or not my mythic, just my regular artifacts and everything, so you can see what kind of stats I've got on them. The reason we're using the toe is because we get like an 85% boost to attack damage on less than, or on 12 or less units, which is the case. So 85% there, 40% from the ring. So that's a huge boost there. And then you'll notice we had the Berzerk, double Berzerk on all the towers, and now the range, or Elixir of Accuracy, 200%. So we've got Elixir of Accuracy, we've got Berzerk, we've got Toe, and we've got Ring. Now watch this. Wow. It just shreds the crap out of everything. Now, the only real problem that I'm having with this is the burn. The burn that lasts on the towers until right after that immunity wears off. That immunity is only 5 seconds now. So huge nerf on that immunity, but I think it was kind of needed. I'm able to, okay, we'll just kind of skip ahead. We get about a third of his health off there. And then we do round 2. I've changed it up a little bit. I dropped a Stormcaller, added some Entangling Roots, and added an extra tower. So a little bit different setup, showing you the Powerstones there. Again, Berzerk on most of those towers. If I had a few more Berzerk, it'd probably be one shot. And this is, again, totally fun, totally for experimenting, just seeing what this new Elixir of Accuracy is capable of. But look at it shred through all that. Wow. So gets a little dicey here. But this one actually ends up working better because the boss, once it hits those Entangling Roots, it just goes so slow. Okay, so we're not going to make you sit through all that. Let's just get right to the end there. It gets really close. He takes out the tower, but the Phoenix is able to knock out the last little bit. So very expensive, but again, it's not about that. It was more just about seeing what that new elixir can do, especially when you amp it up with Toe and the Ring. So this is KLG's build. Now I'm going to provide a link in the description to how he did it. My, oh, sorry, I was going to run through the Powerstones. He used Nature on the Eternal Champions. His are level 100. So I've only got level 93. I didn't have the extra Power Stone slot for my ECs. Everything else, though, another thing is my walls are very low level. I really need to upgrade them because that actually causes me a problem. So if you're going to try KLG's build, you definitely want to make sure you've got your walls up to snuff. And your ECs, if you can get them to 100, that's even better. He also has Amulet level 4, and I'm 9 shards away from that. So that might have been another determining factor. But we'll just kind of show this to you. And again, I will provide a link in the description so you can see him do it successfully as opposed to how it goes for me. The Bombot is the only thing visible because everything else was stealthed. So they shoot the Bombot, which heals the Earth element, or the Eternal Champions, which buys them plenty of time to start working through all this stuff in the front. Now here's where you see my walls start to go down, and that's where my problem is. If my walls were a bit stronger, then I might have been all right. But yeah, the Druids are down now, which means my Eternal Champions aren't going to get the heals, the intermittent heals that they need. and they're going to go down. But anyway, that's a very viable option. Again, I'll put a link in the description so you can check him out and see how he did it, because no elixirs. That's impressive. I think Randu had a no elixir build, but you'd have to have level 130 units on everything for that to work. So we won't cover that one, but there it is. Lots of different options for you to consider. Some no elixir bomb trains for the lower SR levels, and then the 1 elixir with regen for some of these higher levels, and a no elixir if you can pull it off with what KLG did. Props to him, man. That's very, very clever. All right, thank you for watching. Again, please do like and subscribe, and you can also check out the commandtable.com. We'll be adding some fun stuff there as time goes on. Thanks for watching, and we'll have more for you soon.